kind to the suffering of animals in zoos. The San Francisco Board of Supervisors needs to ensure that the San Francisco Zoo change from the prison that it currently is into a refuge for the animals. Wild animals are imprisoned by zoos who profit from people who pay money to come and gawk at them. Wild animals in zoos live in tiny, filthy enclosures. They do not compare to the space, diversity, and freedom they have in their natural habitats. Animals deprived of these items, as well as the intense boredom, extreme loneliness, and abuse at the hands of people who are supposed to be taking care of them, drives captive wild animals insane. This is called zoochosis. Animals suffering from zoochosis rock back and forth, they sway constantly, they pace endlessly. Some even engage in self-mutilation. These are very, very desperately sad animals. Do not think that the zoos are doing a positive thing. There is no excuse to confine intelligent, social animals in these conditions. Consider Callie. She's an elephant. In 2004, she died. After suffering for many years from tuberculosis, she contracted a chronic bone infection in both of her front feet. Her feet were hacked away at until she was virtually toeless. When she died, she was only 37 years old. That's a fraction of her natural lifespan. A few weeks later, an elephant by the name of Maybelle died. She had been suffering in captivity since the early 60s. And it was only after intense public outcry that the zoo released its two remaining elephants, Tinkerbell and Lulu, to a sanctuary in November 2004. Consider Tatiana, a tiger. She was provoked by people throwing sticks, rocks, and other objects into her cage. She leapt out of her enclosure and attacked 3 people, killing one in 2007. Tatiana died in a hail of bullets, and the zoo was fined almost $2,000 for unsafe enclosures. In 2008, the San Francisco Animal Welfare and Control Commission issued a report about the animal neglect at the San Francisco Zoo. In the report, they documented that these incidences of extreme neglect and abuse had been documented for years. They had been discussed for years, yet the zoo management did nothing to correct these incidences, did nothing to improve the situation for animals. The commission also recommended that the San Francisco Board of Supervisors make animal welfare a priority. They insisted that they pay closer attention to the animal abuse going on every day at the San Francisco Zoo. Since that report was issued, only 2 animal welfare advocates have been added to the Joint Zoo Commission Oversight Committee, and they are non-voting members. The City Board of Supervisors needs to take charge in this situation. They need to ensure that the animals at the San Francisco Zoo are treated correctly. And we're animal liberationists. We do not believe in zoos. We do not believe that animals should be imprisoned in cages. That's why we think, and we agree, that the Board of Supervisors needs to step in and make the zoo a refuge for animals, where their rights and welfare are of highest priority. We are all Earthlings, no longer blind to injustice. We are united for animal liberation. Woo!